Okay, sweet. Hey everyone. We're a little early today, um, but can everyone hear me so far? Hello! Thank you for joining today. This is going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be really fun. Let me pull up my email. And then this one as well. All right. Hey everyone, thank you for joining today. Um, I'm thinking maybe we can give it another minute or two and allow a few other people to join. Also, for anyone joining, sorry, I will do free one card pulls, and then if you want a reading, there are ways you can pay down below if you do not want to use super chat. Any amount is okay. This is a pay what you can reading day today, and we're just gonna have fun. So if you purchase a reading, I don't always see it right away, so feel free to let me know in the comments if you purchased anything, or even if you just wanted a card pull, you can just let me know what your question is. I am going to say my little prayer here so we can get started. Yes, let's party. You wanted to know about Nikki, right? We're gonna start off with that today, I think. Hello, everyone who is joining us. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Awesome. Thank you guys. All right. So should we do like what is she thinking right now? Do you want to do it like what is she like thinking in general, or how does she think about you now? Ooh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's get her done. Okay. So, what does Nikki think about Danielle reaching out? Okay, automatically the energy is a bit heavier. All right. So she definitely doesn't think anything bad, and she definitely didn't think you were like trying to start shit with her or anything by reaching out, because we do have the. Oh, I can move it over a little bit, I guess. The Five of Wands in reverse here, which is kind of letting us know here that like there is like an energy of like, okay, things could like turn into something, right? Like things could have gone a little wonky, but she acknowledges that like I feel like the last time she spoke to you, she enjoyed it. It was good. It was okay. And there wasn't anything weird. So I don't know if like she thought like maybe I don't like maybe there would be some sort of like gossiping or something. I'm not too sure, but she did enjoy it. There's like a lack of like nothing bad happened. Definitely nothing bad has happened. But we do have the Emperor here. So I don't know if she like mostly wanted to talk about like a masculine figure or like a man figure in her life. But it did seem like that was kind of dominating her thoughts the last time you reached out to her. She did really enjoy speaking with you though here with the Queen of Wands. Um, so the Queen of Wands here is talking about how like you do spark ideas within her. You make her feel excited. She also might find you very funny or very humorous, but she definitely enjoyed her last talk with you. Definitely enjoyed it. But she also kind of feels like there is still some passion there, right? Okay, so like I don't like if she was interested in you before, then definitely there is definitely some there. But she thinks you did really well, or like you moved on really well here with the Knight of Pentacles, or maybe like if you like spoke to her about some sort of like financial situation or something like that, then that definitely impressed her. But either way, like her impression of you is like you're gonna go on to like bigger and better things. Like she definitely thinks that you're a very hard worker, you're very smart, you're very funny, you have really good energy, and so she kind of views you as somebody who is like a go-getter. Like you just keep going for the next best thing, and she definitely thinks about you in a very positive light. And I definitely do think that she was considering like, okay, I need to talk to this person again soon. Like I like she's planning like maybe the next phone call in the future or something like that. Like she hopes she runs into you again. She hopes she gets to speak with you again. Because you guys have karma. You guys have some sort of karma here with the Wheel of Fortune. Um and so there might be like a bit of a karmic bond that is still kind of like keeping you guys talking with each other a little bit, or maybe running into each other. So I don't think this is going to be the last time you two speak, but it might be the last time in a little while. You know what I'm saying? But you guys will definitely talk again. You guys will definitely be talking again. Um, let's see if we can find out any more. She does really like you. Like, she really likes you. She really likes you as a person. Yeah, like I don't think she thinks anything about the relationship other than like, okay, well, we're doing different things now. So we just kind of need to adjust things to fit that, right? So I definitely again like she really like wants to maybe continue a friendship with you or speak with you again, reach out to you again. She hopes she can bump into you again. And she's fine with it. She's fine with how things are, like even if you guys don't speak as much anymore. Um, and she is hoping eventually maybe something will happen in the future. Like maybe something will change. Maybe you guys would get to speak with each other more, or start over as friends, or a little something else. Like she definitely has her eye on you. She definitely has her eye on you. Um, but she also realizes it's not really practical, right? She kind of realizes, like, well, we might be going different ways or we might be doing different things. This may not, be how I want it to be. This may not happen the way I want it to happen. So I might need to like let it go a little bit. So there is that energy there as well, where she's also thinking like, okay, like even though this is like something I want, or like I wish it wasn't this way, I wish it was more like this instead. This is how it is, and I'm just gonna have to go with it because it's neither of our faults, and it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Yeah, like I think it's because she can't decide what she wants, right? Because there's like she is so I think she's kind of scared of you, but like in a good way, like you impress her so much she doesn't know what to do. Like that is the vibe I'm kind of getting here. So I think she thinks that like she doesn't really know how to respond to this, especially because she already can't make up her mind about which way she wants to go. And then at the same time, like, if there's already a feeling of like a little bit of distance there, she might be building that up a little too much in her head than how it really is. Does that make sense? But no, that definitely is there. And she definitely does want to smash now, I think. I think definitely think she's starting to think about it. Um, And like for some reason, it does seem like she thought things would go differently, right? Like because we did have the 5 of Wands in reverse here. So I don't know why, but I think she was expecting her next talk with you to not go so well or not to go so positive for some reason. And this probably like doesn't even have anything to do with you. It might be like something that she kind of built up in her mind, or maybe she like made herself like really anxious about it, or maybe she thought like, oh, maybe Danielle's mad at me, or maybe this or that. I'm not quite sure what it is here with the 5 of Wands, but there was that element of like, oh, like pleasantly surprised. Like this went better than I thought, and it wasn't so bad. Like it definitely was more positive than I thought. Like that's kind of the energy she's kind of giving off here. Oh my goodness, not the Capricorn ladies. They're always something else. They're always something else. Hey everyone, thank you for joining. We are just getting started today. I am doing free one card polls. If you do not want to pay anything, that's okay. I will still pull a card for you guys. So just let me know your comment in the comment sections, or like your questions. Sorry. Let me know your question in the comment section. If you would like a reading, it is pay whatever you can, whatever you want to pay today. It's totally okay. There are different payment methods in the description. You can go ahead and do that, or you can pay through like super chat, things like that. And just let me know in the comments if you purchased a reading, because like it doesn't always show up for me on my phone or my laptop. Um, they really are. They are. They're so crazy. And like I always thought like maybe it's just me because I'm a Cancer, right? And the sister sign to Cancer is Capricorn. So we do have a lot of similarities, but like Capricorns are just like they're so weird about it. Like oh, Mara, let me know if you have any questions too. Yeah, I have not had a good time with any lady caps. I mean, I'm interested in somebody changing my mind. Um But so far, so far. The thing is, though, is like I feel like Leos go with Capricorns very, very well because then you guys challenge each other, but like just enough to stay interested. So that might really work out. Dude, anyone with triple signs scares the shit out of me. Like, I am terrified around people with triple signs. I also feel terrified for them. Yeah, it's hard out there. It's hard out there. Was there anything else you wanted me to ask in relation to Nikki while we're still here? Yeah, she definitely has a lot of back and forth going on with that. Like she obviously wants it to like keep going, to keep happening, to keep working, but there's obviously like something is just kind of holding her back a little bit. And even though it showed in the cards that there's like that restraint there, or there's that kind of like that feeling of like, I don't know if it can keep being this way. There was no like reason given, right? So that to me is letting me know because like even with tarot, we can't really see what's going on with in other people's lives unless they want us to, right? Unless they want us to like look into that part. And because nothing like specifically showed her thought process behind it, it did show the feelings because that's what she's putting out there, right? But it didn't show the thought process behind it because that's probably something that she doesn't want to share. So I don't know. I wish I could like give you more and I could be like, okay, this is the reason why, you know? Um, but maybe she doesn't even fully know the reason why. Yes, of course. Super chat is 100% okay. If you don't want to do super chat, you can also like get a reading from my Etsy. You could send it through PayPal or Cash App. Any of that is okay. Oh, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Please do. You know, I hope everything works out with her and I hope maybe she'll change her mind and everything will like, start flowing again and get better. But yeah, please keep me updated because I'm invested now. I'm invested in your life now. I feel like I'm there. Hello, everyone. Just joining. If you would like a free card pull, please let me know your question. And if you would like to have a reading, it's pay what you can today. So, there's no limit. There's no minimum. That could definitely be because you guys have some sort of like connection. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming up, because I know I've done a reading between you guys before and I can't fully remember what cards I pulled or what I said. I wish I did, because then I could give more insight. Um, but you guys are definitely connected in a weird way, so I can definitely see that happening. No, definitely not. It's not all in your head. It's not all in your head. It's definitely there. The Wheel of Fortune to me does not come up unless there is some sort of like attachment or karma, in my own opinion as a reader. Wheel of Fortune is very much just like pure karma. So it can also be like something that has carried on from a past life and things like that. It's funny because she thought you were going to be mad. So you both thought each other were going to be mad about it. That's kind of cute though. It's definitely kind of cute. Yeah, I definitely hope things work out. Because, I mean, you guys both really like each other. So it's kind of like frustrating if things like don't work out, right? Yeah, you can totally do that. I can totally do that for you. All I need is like his first name or maybe his initials if you have it. No, but I love talking about it. It's so fun. I love hearing like, the interactions you guys have and like the really cool relationships you guys have. And just seeing the connections between different people is just so amazing. Because I only talk to like three people in my life. Like like even though I am a very social person, I don't talk to very many people. So I like to see how other people are, enjoying their relationships and things like that. It's really cool. It's really fun. Bradley, okay. Bradley. Yeah, I can totally do that for you. So like if you do purchase a reading like not through super chat, it doesn't always show up for me, so you can just let me know when you do that. Oh, sweet. Okay, it just popped up. Never mind. It just popped up. Awesome. Let's see this. So I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Um, how does Bradley see you in this separation? So, if you don't mind me asking, who is Bradley? Is he like a boyfriend, a friend, a family member? And of course, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I want to make sure I am not like giving, accidentally giving you a romance reading or something like that if it's like about a friend or something. It always ends up a little awkward, you know? Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So how does Bradley see Simon in this separation here? How does Bradley see Simon in this separation? Okay. What exactly is the separation? Like, did you guys have a falling out, or is somebody just really busy right now? Because we do have the Three of Cups in reverse here, which is kind of a weird card to have in this kind of situation. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's okay. Now this is cute. So with the Two of Swords in reverse, he definitely thinks that there's like no, like he has no say in the matter, right? He has no choice in the matter of how you guys are separated right now. So, um, if you're out of town, he knows he can't control that, right? He knows he can't do anything about that. That is why the Two of Swords is in reverse here. There's no decision to be made, and there's no confusion about it. He knows that like right now you're kind of out of commission because Three of Cups, right? Three of Cups is about friendship, is about hanging out with your friends and enjoying time with your friends, but it's in reverse, which means that like there's like a cutoff from that, right? So the reason why I asked is because most of the time when I receive this, it's because like two people are like no longer friends or they're no longer talking. And the reason why I was like, I don't think that's correct is because then we have the Hermit in reverse here. So, the Hermit talks about literally being a hermit, right? It's very literal. It's about like being by yourself, being separated from people, like living in your cave, your best ooga ooga caveman life. But because we have the Three of Cups above it and the Hermit is in reverse, this is talking about how like right now he knows that like he can't get in contact with you or like to put it blankly, it's sort of like Simon can't be a friend right now, but not in like a negative sort of way, right? It's just in a very like literal stated sort of way. So it's not to make you feel bad or anything like that. It's definitely not saying like, oh, you're a bad friend. It's just saying like, yeah, right now's not a time to like be friendly and like try to hang out and do things. Um, Clarified with the Hermit in reverse, this means that he knows it's going to end. Like he knows it's not forever. He knows you're going to come back. And then boom, baby, we have the Queen of Wands, and then you guys can create mischief again. Then you guys can have fun with each other again because you spark a lot of creativity in him. You spark a lot of creativity in him. You also make him feel really good about himself, right? Like you are one of those people who, instead of feeling tired after hanging out with you, he feels very recharged being around you. You just like help him feel like he can be the person he is, right? Like you give him energy to be who he's meant to be his true self. And so it's like he kind of grows towards you like a sunflower growing towards the sun. So it's very cute energy. And this is just saying like he understands like right now, like thing you're gonna do your thing. And he's not worried about it, I don't think. He's not worried about it because like you guys are gonna, probably come back together and have fun again and like speak with each other again. And I do think he's looking forward to it here. Oh, okay, you know what? This is so cute. This is so cute. But at the same time, he's thinking I wish Simon would hurry up. I wish Simon would come back. Like get home already. Like here with the Eight of Wands, he wants you to like bam, bam, bam. He wants you to hurry up. He wants you to return quickly. So he does miss you. He definitely does miss you. Not in a negative way though. It's not in a like oh like my days are so terrible without Simon here. It's more like I know Simon has to do like their thing and I know Simon is going to come back and we're going to have fun, but I wish they would hurry. Like, I have so much to tell them. I have so much I want to do with them. And he also understands this is not going to be the first time this happens, right? He understands that you guys are going to have times where you guys are apart, where you guys are going to have things to do, you guys are going to travel or do your own thing, and his thought process is behind is like that's okay, because it happens. So we'll just build our relationship around that, right? Like if we have other obligations, if we want to go do things without each other, that's okay. We can continue, planning things around that, building things around that, and it's just how it is. Like he understands that like this is just a part of how it is, and this is a part of life. But he's more than happy to be flexible about it, right? He's more than happy to be like around it. But he does miss you. Here with the Five of Cups, he does miss you. I do think he does like want to like I think maybe he's like excited to tell you something. And he's like a little puppy, right? Like his owner is gone for 5 minutes, so he's sad. Like that's the kind of energy he's giving off. It's very cute. Let me see here how he feels about you when it comes to love. So how does Bradley view Simon? He is not sure. But Page of Wands is a very good not sure, in my opinion. Page of Wands, well, first of all, Wands, right? You have the power, you have the energy between you two. And Wands often depicts like like the male number, you know what I'm saying? So, but Page of Wands is all about not knowing exactly what you want, not knowing exactly where you're going to end up, right? He knows that you spark a lot of passion in him and that he really loves being around you. That's all he knows. So, but this is good because the Page of Wands is about wandering the desert until the universe brings you somewhere, right? Like you decide to go on an adventure, but you don't know what's going to happen. And you're okay with that. You just want to see what's on the other side. So right now there's like no concrete answer, right? Because he also wants to figure it out. He wants to figure out like, you know, maybe the feelings you make him feel or like who you are to him, or he just kind of wants to see where life brings you guys. So he's just gonna go with the flow. He's just gonna see how things happen because I think he's interested in, figuring things out too. But like there are definitely emotions holding something back within him here with the moon in reverse. There are emotions that like maybe he's like not ready to like think about something big. like, or something bigger like a relationship, or like, he's not ready to tackle some sort of idea. And that's why he's just allowing things to happen, right? Because like I kind of feel like in his mind, like when these things come up is like, okay, now I'm going to have to face this. Now I'm going to have to deal with this. But in the meantime, he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. So it's going to take him some time to figure things out. But once he does, he'll build like a really good foundation for himself and for you guys and for your relationship. But there's just that, that hump that he just doesn't want to get over on his own. However, with the magician here, this is saying like there's not going to be one single possibility, right? The future is not set in stone. There is an ability for him to change his mind, to change his feelings, to change the way he thinks, to prompt himself to deal with these emotions and like stop thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to happen, and like for him to switch his like mind up and be like, you know what, maybe I'll do this now, and maybe there can be like a solid foundation here, right? Like maybe there could be a little something. So in long story short, um I don't think it has completely slipped his mind. I do think he has kind of considered it a little bit, but this is something where he's sort of like, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. You know what I mean? So I can't say like, oh, he feels this way or that way, because he doesn't even know. He doesn't know for sure. Yeah, it's probably hard to tell because he does not know. But I feel like it's a good couple of cards to have, right? Because that does mean like in the back of his mind, he has seen the signs and he has considered it. So not all hope is lost, right? Especially here with the magician. It's sort of like have hope that things will turn out really, really well because you might be surprised. DW knows. All right, is there anything else with Bradley you'd like to look over today? Look over, go over, read about, so on, so forth. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so today we are just doing pay what you can readings, or we're going to be doing free one card pulls. If you don't want to pay anything, that's okay. But like, there's no minimum, there's no limit if you would like to pay for a reading, even if it's 69 cents, right? Um, Everything is totally okay. There are different ways you can pay down in the description, or if you want to do super chat is okay too. But if anybody pays for a reading, please let me know in the comments because I don't always get notifications that I received a payment. Yes, of course. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please come back and let me know if you guys ever get together because I'm so interested and I'm rooting for you because, like, his energy towards you is so cute. It's like so pure and sweet and happy. So I really hope it works out. And if anybody just wanted a card pull and you didn't want to pay anything, that is totally okay. Just let me know your question in the chat. So if anyone wants to go next, together. Yeah, I would be more than happy to pull a card for you. Oh, that's a good one, Mara. How did Mara's travel go because of current world events? Whoa. One card at a time, please. Spirit. I think it'll be fine, and if there are any hiccups during your travel, it will be sorted out. Um, Also, you might gain a travel buddy, or you might gain somebody who, you meet at the airport or something like that. So maybe somebody also from in the same program as you. You might meet up with. Either way, with the Three of Cups here, I think it's gonna be more of an amusing travel than anything. So I don't think you'll have too much stress. Yes, DW. I definitely want an update. I definitely want an update. Um, Artemis, what is your question? Did you just want me to pull a card in general, or because I know you said you wanted to ask something fun, so I'm definitely interested in what that is. Yes, of course, Mara. Let me check for your Romania trip real quick because I was thinking about your other trip. Um, Mara's Romanian trip. How would Mara's Romanian trip go? So for this one, the energy did change a little bit while I was shuffling the cards, so you might hit a couple of snags. Um, this one's kind of roasting you a little bit. So with the Page of Wands in reverse during this trip, it's letting you know like the more you try to control things, the more you try to fit like the exact schedule, the more you're going to be stressed out. If something happens, it's out of your control. Just try your best to go with it because there's nothing else you can do, right? Hi, you're not too late. You're definitely not too late. So I am doing free one card pulls, and then if you would like to purchase a reading, there's no minimum. Just whatever you can pay, whatever you feel inclined to give. There's ways you can pay down in the description, or you can pay through Super Chat. Um, Dragon egg. That would be fun. If I had a dragon egg, what kind of dragon would come out of it? I want to use a different deck for this actually. Give me a second. I gotta go get it. Also, this wonderful, very pretty tarot bag was actually made by Mara. So thank you, Mara, for supplying me with all the best tarot bags. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see how you would be stressed out for that. Um, good luck with that because maybe somebody is going to have a cancellation or something. Like something is might definitely pop up, but just like do the best you can basically. Everything will work out fine. All right, so if Artemis had a dragon egg, what kind of dragon would it be? What kind of dragon would come out of it? Oh, this is cute. Okay, the reason I wanted to use this deck is because there's dragons in it, so I thought it would be funny if a dragon came out of it. Um, but this one is also really cute. So we have the Ten of Boons here, which is the Ten of Pentacles. The kind of dragon that would come out of it would be like a very friendly dragon. It would have earthy tones. Um, kind of like russet colors and greens and like golds, maybe with blue eyes. And with the Ten of Boons, it would be a very friendly, very sweet, very down to earth dragon. So freaking hungry. That thing is going to eat everything. Everything in your pantry, everything in your neighbor's pantry. It might get out of your house and like go to other people's houses and eat things in their pantry. Like this thing is hungry, right? Instead of hungry, hungry hippo, it's going to be hungry, hungry dragon. That is definitely a cute, cute question. Um, Also, if anybody wanted to ask more than one question for a one card pull, that is also totally okay. Just let me know what your questions are. It would definitely be very, very cute. It sounds like the plot of like a children's movie or something. Alrighty, guys, who is next? Oh, thank you. Yeah, they are a little I didn't have time to add more prices on my Etsy. So even if you just wanted to like pay, like if you wanted a reading for like $1 or something like that, Cash App and PayPal are totally okay, or also Super Chat. But either way, whatever is best for you, I really don't mind anything. But I am really excited to potentially read for you today. And if anybody had like a question they wanted a one card pull for, please let me know. Or if you guys had any questions about how tarot works, anything spirituality, witchcraft, things like that. Oh, I also wanted to ask you guys while you're here, um, if you guys would be interested in joining a Discord server where, of course, like there's tarot readings, right? And for people who are learning tarot, they can ask questions or swap readings. But also about like magic and witchcraft and different spells and swapping scary stories and ghost encounters and things like that, if you guys would be interested in something like that. Because I also thought it would be fun to give tarot readings to you guys through Discord, right? So then when I type out your readings, you guys can also respond to me and things like that. Um, I thought that would be fun. Oh, let me check. Oh, thank you so much, Courtney. Did you want me to do a channel letter from your future husband here on live, or would you like to use that to ask any other sort of questions? Yeah, like also like it is free. So like literally anybody can join it. And I also wanted to have a place in the Discord where like if anybody had any other magical items, like maybe crystals they didn't want, or like if anybody bought a tarot deck or an oracle deck and it didn't connect with them, um, then people can trade out like their stuff. Like because I definitely have decks that I don't really connect to or I don't use anymore. And if anybody else had like another deck I'm interested in, like maybe we can, switch it out or send something to somebody else who like, they might need it more, they might be able to use it more. I thought that would be fun as well. Also talking about astrology, like if there was an astrology section. Okay, Courtney, because like I can totally do a channel letter for you here. But because it is your reading, I want to do what, you want to do, what you're interested in. So whatever you prefer, I am totally okay with doing it because it's all very relatively fun and easy for me to do. Yes, of course. Um, Let me get to Courtney's reading and then I will definitely get to yours and it will be a dragon's tail instead of dragon tails, right? Here. We we can do it after. It won't take me too long to do your reading. Like I promise you you are totally fine. And yours did go through first. Um Alrighty, so we have future boyfriend, Courtney's future boyfriend. Let me kind of get the energy here real quick. Yep, let's go. Courtney's future boyfriend. Okay. Courtney. He has really, really fun energy. Super, super, super fun energy. He is really excited. I also feel like he is the type where when he's excited, he's gonna talk a million miles an hour. He is gonna talk a million miles an hour. So let's see what we have here with my poor channeled handwriting. Please excuse it. It says, Courtney, I can't even express how excited I am to finally meet you. I've been feeling for a while now that I'm about to meet the love of my life. So, where are you? Nah, I'm just kidding. I know we're going to come together soon. The wait will be worth it because my soul knows that the fun I have with you is going to be the most fun I'm ever going to have. So let's go. I'll see you one day, so get ready. Signed, your future boyfriend. Hi, yes, we're still doing readings. So if you would like a one card pull, you can just let me know what the question is, and I will do that for free. However, if you would like a reading, it is pay what you want today. It is pay what you can. And so there are ways down in the description where you can pay, or you can pay through super chat. There is no minimum today. And if you pay through something through the description, please let me know in the chat because it doesn't always come up for me. Yeah, he's thinking the same about you, girl. Like he's like, "Where's Courtney? I want Courtney now. Like we got to have fun right now." But you guys are going to be so cute together and you guys are going to have so much fun. All right, Artemis. Artemis, are you still here? Can you continue the dragon story, but put me as the protagonist and not a kid's tale? Yes. You don't want to be the antagonist against the kids. You don't want to be the evil person taking their dragons away. No, I'm kidding. Yes, of course, Courtney. I always love reading for you. I'm always excited when I see you. So thank you for joining us today. It made me really happy. Hello, yes, I am still doing readings. We are doing one card pulls for free. So if you have a one card pull in mind, just let me know in the chat. If you would like to have like a full reading, it is pay what you can today. Literally any price, there's no minimum. And you can pay either somewhere in the description or you can pay through super chat. If anybody purchases through the subscription or sorry, this oh my goodness, if I can talk now, description. Please just let me know in the chat because it doesn't always show up for me. But hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm going to do Artemis's reading and then I will get to Cham Cham's. So, Artemis, your story with your dragon, where you're the protagonist. That's not a kid's story. It's not a kid's story. What is it going to be? Now the cards are flying everywhere. Okay, you. I kind of want to say, you know what? Let me pull another card because I already have an idea. Story. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Wow. This is actually really fun. I'm trying to think about how to thread all of these things together. So with the Weaver of Spells here, You do have the ability to transform into like a human form, right? But that's not like your actual form in this story. No, I think you're a fish. No, I'm kidding. I actually think that you might be a fae or, a type of fae, especially here with the Seven of Boons. I think you lived in the trees. I think you lived in a community. I think you lived in a place that used to be very, very beautiful, but something happened, right? Like your habitat was dying. Like the place you guys were living was dying. And I think it had to do with humans. And the magic of the world was leaving, and things were becoming very scary. So you go on this journey to what? Is it to find a new home? Is it to figure out how to stop the change in your guys' place? Yeah, like it's gonna be like one of those heartfelt like stories where it's like, oh, you like, you go on a journey to save your home, but it's very dark. It's very disturbing, right? So we see here this woman is like hiding in a tree because there are wolves trying to get her. Um, so it's like no matter where you turn, no matter where you try to get help, because your people are dying, right? Your people are dying, other magical beings are dying. No matter where you try to turn for help, everybody who says they want to help you is a wolf. Like they do not give a shit. They don't actually care. They want to gain your trust to gain information about magical peoples and things like that. And so, you're kind of in this rough spot where like even though you are this like very beautiful, wonderful, powerful entity, um and you only have like, good intentions, it's hard to tell who's going to be your friend or not because you're constantly having people who like actually want to kill you or who actually like want to use your information or maybe want to steal your powers. um and so you find some sort of information here with a fish in a magical pond, and this pond has kind of grown over with the fish's powers because the fish didn't want to be found, but this fish isn't really a fish. What is he? Or she, I should say. Plot twist. Um, okay, so before your people started dying, before your home started dying, and again, like I think this has to do with humans. There was an antagonist. There was someone that your people hated, like you guys are were arch nemesis at one time, many, many years ago, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, right? Because you guys are very old beings, very wise. However, even though this used to be your enemy, your it's basically going to be like the enemy of your enemy is your friend, right? Um so this person is an elemental, and this person has like lived in the forest for a very long time, but they're not like a friendly type elemental, right? So I do think your people kind of moved into their forest and they've always tried to maybe push you guys out, and it has caused issues with other elementals, right? Like there's spiritual warfare going on here, like long term spiritual warfare. But after the forest started becoming wiped out and things started dying, the elementals started growing weaker and weaker and weaker until they could no longer keep their human form. And so they were kind of wondering like, okay, how can I hide? I'll hide as a fish in a river because nobody's going to find me. This place is overgrown, it's disgusting, like nobody can see me. It's the perfect place for me to be. And we can see the fish is basically the same color as her. So you are going to have to befriend your oldest enemy in order to destroy the common enemy. So there's going to be like a lot of like dealing with trauma there, dealing with a lot of grief and things like that, because this elemental, because they were not very friendly, they have definitely killed some of your family, some of your companions, and things like that in the past. So this is going to be a journey of you guys, like, trying to figure out how to restore balance again, how to like stop these people from like ruining and destroying your land. But not only that, the land that has become tainted becomes evil, right? And so, it becomes full of miasma, and the spirits that were once like wonderful and pure there have been touched with something that is truly foul and evil, and they come alive at night. So there is a lot of like trying to, save these poor souls, save these poor nature spirits and entities that have been touched by this darkness, and having to hide from them, because like if you're found, that's it. Because not only are you the only powerful one there is so much power here, there's so much magic here, and there are so many ancient entities and beings in this world. So when the dragon comes into play, I think the dragon egg is given to you by this person. Why? Why was the dragon egg? How did you come by the dragon egg during this journey? How did you come by the dragon egg? Oh, this is good, actually. You know what? I take back what I said about the dragon egg given to you by the elemental. The dragon egg was given to you in a really fucked up way. You ended up going through some sort of challenge or trial where basically you ended up sort of like in your own head, in your own mind. It's sort of like you have to like face your own fears, you have to, go through your own trauma again. But facing it in that sort of way suddenly and being forced to do so, and all your most traumatic things that has happened over the years where, you've been battling this, you've lost friends and family, you've seen people die, people have tried to kill you, people have tried to take your powers away, and things like that, was so like horrifying that it was like threatening to break your mental state, basically. But you were saved. You were saved by the White Heart, which is like a wizard that can transform into an animal, right? A shape shifting wizard. And he's so old that nobody sees him, right? Like, so humans think, like, oh, if you see this person, if you see this wizard, then that means good luck. Like, So they want to kill they want to kill the wizard. And the wizard finds you and helps you and brings you back to his place. And he's the nurturing type of wizard, right? He brought up so many magical animals. And he is the keeper of boons. He is the king of pinnacles. He has so much wealth within the forest. He has so much love for the forest. He has so much love for magical creatures, which is why he's helping you. And while you're with him in this underground cave where he is helping you and like nurturing you back to health and things like that, he shows you this dragon egg. And he knows this dragon egg cannot be kept there anymore. It cannot be kept there because every single day the humans are growing closer and closer to finding where he lives. And even though they view him as good luck, they still want to hunt him down because, they think White Heart, best trophy ever, right? So he knows he doesn't have much time on this earth. He knows he's going to die. So you end up with the dragon egg. And during this time, you are going to have that throughout your journey. You are going to nurture it. It's going to hatch. The more you love it, the more it is going to grow. And with the Council of Animals here, this basically just kind of shows that the little baby dragon is going to it's going to attract more positive entities, right? And more positive, even like animals and things like that, because like a baby is pure, right? A baby is like 100% pure of heart, and it's very rare for magical beings to have children, especially in time, in the time of war, in the time of their disappearing. And so, everybody is disappearing day by day by day. Nobody's like having children, nobody's having babies. And so there's not that much pure energy anymore. And so this dragon's energy is going to bring in more people who are actually going to help your cause. And then, bam, baby, you're going to be able to build an army or something. Like, you're going to be able to fulfill what you set out to do because of this like innocent little creature, and it's kind of cute, you know. Um, I mean, you go through a lot of messed up things before then, but that's how it's gonna go. Yes. Yeah, so, sorry for the book, guys. I got carried away with this. This was fun, and I had a lot of ideas for this. Um, and now I want to read this now. I want to read this journey. It sounds like fun. Yes, Cash App is totally okay, guys. There are ways you can pay for reading down in the description box. If you guys choose to pay through one of those ways instead of paying through Super Chat, please let me know because it doesn't always show up on my phone or like through my email and things like that. So just let me know if you send a payment and what your question is, and I will get to you guys. Alrighty. Thank you for asking me, okay? Because as a writer, I love this so much. I love this stuff, and I wish I had enough time to fill in the blanks because I could do this forever. You guys would listen to me talk for an hour, just like creating this story. So I wish I had more time to do it because it was really fun. So thank you so much for giving me that prompt because I'm living for it. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, please just let me know what your question is that you sent through Cash App, and then we will get to Cham Cham. Cham Cham, what is your question? I'm so excited to be reading for you today. DW, please, please, you're making my heart patter a little too quickly. Thank you. Ah, that would be so much fun. I would love to do that actually. Thank you guys so much. I would love to just sit here and make stories all day because that's only doing my free time. If I'm not doing tarot, I'm making stories. You guys flatter me a little too much, honestly. Like, okay, you know what? You guys, my Leo Venus, you guys are just adding to my ego. I do really want to do more story based tarot things and more like fan fiction tarot and things like that. Um, because I actually don't know if anybody else does it. I've never seen anybody else do it. But at the same time, I don't want to be like, I made it up. But I've never seen anybody else do it, but it's so fun. And I was really surprised that people actually really enjoyed doing it. People really enjoyed listening to it or watching it, I should say. Right? I do have a few fan fiction tarot videos up, but I want to do more. I just can't hold myself back. I think that's the only reason why it goes so well with me. Cham Cham Cham, are you still here? It is now your turn in the queue. Hi, I'm so excited to be doing your reading. Can you please let me know your question? It really is. But it's also a curse because, like, there are so many stories where I am so obsessed with, right? That I have in my head. But when I sit down to write them, I'm just like, oh, it's so much work. It's so much work. And that's why I want to get into film because I much rather pay somebody to act it out than just sit there and write it for like 500 hours. Like I used to be able to just sit there and crank stories out all the time. I can't anymore. All right. Anything you need to hear about? Okay, I could do that for sure. For sure. There's another deck. Okay, let me get a deck out real quick. Okay, so it is Cham Cham. Then it's no. Okay. Alrighty, let me get this deck out real quick. Another beautiful bag made by Mara. Oops, that is not the right deck. Where is this thing? Where'd I put it? I feel like I have every other deck out except for this deck that I want to use. Okay, I think it's in here then. Oh, this one. Well, this is also not it. I don't know what I did with that deck. Oh well. Oh well, this one works actually. This one is a good one for this as well. Bro, I know. I used to have the attention span to do it, but I really don't anymore. Like I kept all my old stories and I used to write like hundreds and hundreds of pages, but like nowadays finishing 5 pages is just too much for me. All right, what does Cham Cham need to know right now? What's the message Cham Cham needs to know right now? What is this, sweet baby? Take puppy nap, please. Okay. Yeah, sorry if you guys can hear my dog in the background. He is excited for unknown reasons. But, Cham Cham. Okay. I think this is still a little wonky. Okay. Okay, you have a really good message here. Is there something that you've been wanting to do or wanting to achieve for a while? Because it looks like here, like, there's some sort of goal that you're going to achieve. There's something that's gonna. Ooh, come on, baby. You're being too loud. Come sit down. Please, come sit down. You are like a horse. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, my dog is loud. There's something that you've been wanting for a while, or wanting to do for a while, or wanting to achieve, or wanting to have. And it's going to work, it's going to happen for you. But you might feel like maybe you're not good enough, maybe you don't have enough to achieve this, maybe you don't have enough for this to work out. I don't know what it is. Like, it's sort of like the energy of like, you need to know that whatever you want to do, you are good enough to achieve that. You have the tools to achieve that. And if you don't, then you will figure it out. You'll figure it out, especially with take a leap of faith here. So this card is talking about how you need to sort of like put yourself out there and just start doing it anyway, because it's going to work out way better than you expect. Freedom is yours, which means like you're going to have financial freedom, you're going to have personal freedom, you are going to feel like you are free from some sort of burden, you're going to feel like you are free from something that has just been like really, really weighing you down, really messing you up. Maybe you've been losing sleep over something. The freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. Um, so you did want to know about your career. This could be like a dream career happening, right? If you've been like wanting to start doing some sort of dream job, if you've been wanting to apply for something where you're going to make more money, or find something that's going to make you happier. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, congratulations. That is not easy to do. Like I never finished mine. I was like, fuck this. That is not easy to do. Congratulations. Yeah, you are definitely going to have way more freedom. And also with the job market as well. Like you worked really hard. You worked so freaking hard to like get all of that underneath your belt. So you need to like know your worth. You need to recognize how hard you have worked to get to this point, because you have. You really have. And so when it comes to your next steps, figure out what you really want to do. Figure out what's going to make you really happy, even if you're like, yeah, but I don't have the qualifications for this, or I don't think it's going to work out, or like, like there's like a huge chance that they're not going to pick me, or whatever it may be. Do it anyway. Do it anyway, because again, you are going to be pleasantly surprised. Everything is going to happen in a way that's going to make you feel like you're on top of the world. We also have be at home here. So be at home means like to be at home within yourself, right? To find a home within yourself. Okay. So what that means is like, you are going to have, more days where things might be like scary or frustrating or uncertain or like give you a lot of anxiety. Your biggest supporter is always going to be yourself. Your biggest comfort is always going to be yourself. Okay. So, like, these days are always hard to get through, but Spirit really wants you to focus on your inner love and bringing in your inner power and recognizing how much you're worth and how much you deserve in order to get through these days in a in a way that's not going to hold you down so badly, or in a way that's not going to make you feel like crap. Messages for Cham Cham. Because you're going to be really successful. I definitely see that here. You have a lot of success at your fingertips. But how you gain that success, Spirit will not tell you. This is going to be something you're going to have to figure out yourself. So your next steps are going to be up to you. But whatever you do, throw yourself into it. Throw yourself into it, because you're going to find so many wonderful things, and you're not going to be left out in the cold anymore. Here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, people are going to recognize how amazing you are, how smart you are, how talented you are, how much of a hard worker you are. You're going to get a lot of recognition for your work. And especially if you've been feeling like you haven't been moving forward at all, baby, like things are going to go real fast. Things are going to go so fast, you guys. You are going to have so much fun. Life is going to speed up for you in the best way possible, and you're going to start moving forward, okay? But right now is a good time for you to figure out how you want to move forward, because we do have the Two of Swords on top of the Chariot here. And I also think Chariot is Cancer, so around July and maybe early August are times when things might start speeding up for you. But with the Two of Swords here and the Chariot, right, we have two directions you can go in. But it's saying here, like, right now, while you have time, kind of think about where you want to go next. And think about it in the most fantastical way, okay? So again, even if you're like, well, that's not really realistic, doesn't matter. If you want to go there, go there. It'll work out for you eventually. If you want to climb the mountain, then the universe will help you get the climbing gear. Like everything will move where it's supposed to. If you believe something will happen, if you believe that something has the possibility of happening, the universe will move with you and everything will work out. But the choice is going to be yours in the end. The choice is going to be yours. Anything else for Cham Cham? You're not going to miss any opportunities that are for you. So don't worry. Don't worry. You are not looking away, right? You're not ignoring the universe. Whatever you decide is not going to be the wrong choice. So the universe is saying, like, whatever you decide, you are on the right path. You're doing extremely well. And I feel like the universe really likes where you're headed, right? You're not going to be turned away. You're going to have people help you. People are going to recognize you. People are going to, come together for you. And it's sort of like you're finally going to gain balance in your life, right? Like you're finally going to get some sort of justice, okay? So, especially if the past few years have been really hard, things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. Things are going to like almost fall into your lap. Like everything is going to be really, really good for you. Like you have a lot of wonderful things coming into your life here. And the universe, like I would say source really wants you to know that like this is going to be a really, really fun, really exciting time. And you don't have to stay on your guard the whole entire time. You don't have to try to present yourself a certain way. You don't have to do, a certain thing. The only thing they want to warn you about is just try to keep up with everything because it is going to move really fast and it can be very scary. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles here, do your best to just go with the flow and try to juggle everything the best you can. Okay, you don't want to get too overwhelmed because then, something that might be like a really fun time might end up being kind of frustrating, if that makes sense. Oh, that is so awesome. Yes, I definitely do think you are going to reach that goal. So just keep on trucking, keep on going because you're doing really, really well. And I feel like you have a very strong path ahead of you. You have a very strong path ahead of you. You also have a lot of spiritual support as well. So if you believe in spirit guides or if you work with deities or angels or ancestors, anything like that, you can call upon them. You can call upon the universe. You can call upon spirit, so on and so forth. But you have a lot of love around you. Yes, exactly. A very kind hearted dream. Kind hearted dreams always are achieved. The universe loves that. Courtney, thank you so much. Let's see here. So, Itzel, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Itzel, are you still here? Yes, of course. And I wish you the best of luck. I hope everything goes amazingly. Hi, it's Elle. All right, I want to ask you a question real quick. And I'm so sorry for this. Is it okay if is it okay if I take a minute break real quick? I just want to run to the restroom real quick and then like if anybody wants to, if they need to go to the restroom or if they need to grab a snack real quick, and then I will get to your reading. But I just want to make sure because I know I've been talking for a little while. So I feel bad if I just randomly abandon you. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. All right, then I will be back in like a minute or two, and then I will get to your reading, and then I will get to Courtney's reading. All right, I have returned. So, ugh. Alrighty, let me scroll up. Da-da-da. Where is your message? All right, what is your question? I do not see it. Sorry. I'm sorry if you did tell me and I misspaced it. Thank you guys. Yes, hello. If we have any new watchers here, we are doing pay what you can readings today. I'm only gonna be here maybe probably like 30 more minutes. So if anybody would like a one card pull, or if you would like to purchase a reading, there are methods you can pay for the reading down in the description, or you can do super chat. I'm not picky, whichever one you want to do. We are doing RQ's true feelings towards me. I totally understand. So who is RQ to you? Are they a friend? Are they a crush? Are they a lover? And then Courtney, I will get to yours next. Oh, okay. The boyfriend. Gotcha. What are their true feelings towards you? What is RQ's true feelings towards itself? True feelings towards itself. Did you guys like get into an argument or something? All right, it does seem like there is a little bit of hurt here. Or a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Okay. So he, with the Eight of Swords in reverse here, Eight of Swords is really good to have. Because he is not, like, he understands there are feelings outside of the situation, right? Like, he understands there are feelings outside of this hurt that he has felt for you, that he has felt like love towards you and a lot of happiness and a lot of, very sweet, very comforting feelings. So he's not looking at things in a way where he's feeling trapped in his head about things, right? Like he is not only focusing on negative feelings, right? Or anything bad that has ever happened. But with Ten of Swords in reverse, it does show that he has been hurt. And I don't think this is the first time. So I'm not sure if he's voiced every single time he's felt upset, and like it is totally okay if like you think like, oh, like, well, maybe he shouldn't feel upset about that, or like it wasn't something personal. This is just how he personally is taking it, right? With the Ten of Swords in reverse, it does feel like he feels like he has been hurt or weighed down by something before. I don't know if it's caused by you or caused by a lot of other things, right? It could be things piling up, right? It could be like maybe work or school or family or maybe a financial situation. It could be anything else on top of it, just like really stressing him out. But it does seem like he's kind of coming out of that here because Ten of Swords is in reverse. So since it's in reverse, it seems like he's starting to kind of dust himself off and he's going to pick himself back up. With the sun in reverse here, he understands things are not happy right now. He understands things are not great right now. He doesn't feel so great in the connection right now. But with the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about how he's willing to work on things. He's willing to figure things out because he doesn't want to have negative feelings around you or about you. I don't think he does. I think he does want to figure out how to work things out, how to make things better, how you guys can continue on. Let's see. Because he does want to achieve this stability here, right? Three of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles is really positive. He wants to have a very stable relationship with you. He wants, maybe possibly something extremely long term with you. And he wants things to be good. He wants you guys to be able to communicate well, to figure things out well. So I don't think he has any bad feelings towards you. I think he understands the situation and he's not happy about it. But like he still wants to move forward with you. That's kind of where he's at. He's like, you know what? If you're willing to work on this, I'm willing to work on this. Like that's the energy it's giving off right now. Of course, it's still completely up to you. But if you're wondering if like he's gonna put in the work or if you guys are gonna be able to reap the benefits of this work, yes. If you guys genuinely want to like stay together and work things out and then keep going on, you guys will have an amazing future together, but it's going to take work, right? Like you guys are going to have to work at it. And maybe someone is going to have to work a little harder than the other. Especially if somebody's kind of bringing in other things into the relationship, like, maybe habits or feelings they picked up from other places. That's going to take some time to unlearn here with the Seven of Pentacles. But even though it is a lot of work, most long-term relationships are a lot of work. So this is actually, a very positive sign, and he is really interested in it. He is definitely really interested in it. So it's not like, he's just gonna like leave you in the dark or anything. But at the same time, he's not sure if things are gonna change, right? With the Five of Swords in reverse, he's not sure if you guys are going to view the dawn after battle, right? Like he's not sure how things are going to happen after, if this was like a disagreement or a fight or whatever this may be. So his feelings towards you right now is that like I do think he does want to continue with you. I do think he is interested in building a future with you, but he definitely sees it as building, as working here. And basically it's kind of sort of like, it's almost as if he doesn't know where you stand. And so I think he's just kind of waiting to see or to figure out where you stand with this before he makes his move. Does that make sense? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, because I do think he is willing to work on things. Um, so I hope the things between you guys do end up working out if you want them to. Of course, it's completely up to you, right? So whatever you think is going to be best for you, definitely go for that, and if you want to see where things take you, go for it. Yes, of course. Like I think if you both want it to be okay, things will be okay. You know what I mean? So good luck to you guys. I hope everything works out amazing, whatever choice you make. And yeah, hopefully everything goes smoothly. All right, I think Courtney is next. Let me check real quick. Da-da-da. All right. If I missed anyone, please speak up and let me know. But I think Courtney's next. Courtney, and then. Alrighty, so as far as I can see, Courtney is the last one. So, guys, I am almost reaching our time here. So, if anybody wants a reading, now is the time to put in any last readings that anybody wants. And, Courtney, I'm going to get started with yours if you're still here. I'm glad. Like I always try to make things like as positive as possible. Even when I'm roasting people, but things in a positive way. Like I feel like messages are received better that way. And I also feel like that's like the energy of the universe, I don't think everything is always like heavy. Hey, awesome. Okay. No, 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 no. How will spring and summer be like for you? That's a good question. So let's start with this, right? Let's start with some oracles. I'm going to move these aside here. And again, I'm reminding anybody who is just joining us, now is the last call for readings. So if anybody wants a reading, now is the time. If anybody purchases a reading from the purchase methods down in the description box, please let me know in the chat because I do not always see them. And we're gonna get started here. So let's see how your spring is gonna be like. Was that? Yep, how is spring? So let's look at your spring and then we'll look at your summer. How is your spring gonna be like? Oh, cards are flying around. Your spring is going to spring, right? Your spring is going to bring you a lot of new things, a lot of new exciting things that are going to be happening in your life, Courtney. So we do have Crow Spirit here, which is co-create with spirit. So if you're into manifestation, if you're into magic, if you're into speaking with maybe your ancestors or spirit guides or literally anything, now is a really good time to manifest what you want to come into your life. Now is a really good time to perform magic and spells or do ancestor work or spirit guide work, whatever you believe in, whatever you want to put out there into the universe to manifest into your life, to come into your life. Now is a really good time to do that because spirit is basically saying like, hey, like I'm giving you a space right now to like let me know what you want and we're going to make it happen. Like we're going to co-create this together, okay? So you are going to have a lot of awesome things coming into your life. Especially if you wanted to do something like manifestation for more money or like maybe a money bowl or something like that. To bring new love into your life, to bring new opportunities. Because spring is a time for rebirth, right? And we just had the astrology new year with the Aries new moon, which means, the slate is completely clean. We're going to be bringing in a whole lot of new energy here. So a rebirth is assured. This message is a little ominous, right? This is letting you know that, like, even if you don't see this rebirth happening this spring, it is going to happen, okay? So you might see signs of it start to happen this spring. Or it could also be like, again, the things that you put out there during the spring that you want to receive in your life, it will slowly start happening throughout the year. You could see more of it during the summertime, but it could be, through the rest of the year, here. But it's letting you know, especially if you've wanted a new beginning, if you've been wanting to move forward, if you've been wanting to have new flavors in your life, things are going to change. So spring is going to be an awesome time for you to just focus on yourself, to just do what you want, to Maybe revamp your wardrobe, wear things that you've been wanting to wear for a while. Go do something fun, okay? Especially out in public or nature, or hang out with friends, have a picnic. Do things that are nurturing to you and your soul. Do things that are going to help you shine, okay? Especially if you make some kind of work, like some kind of artwork, anything like that, anything you want to share, share it with people, share yourself with people, because your presence is going to be greatly appreciated during this time. And you're going to receive a lot of love. Okay, there might be some boundaries that you need to learn how to set, especially if somebody has been bothering you for a little while. You will know who I'm talking about if that is the case. If not, then somebody during springtime might kind of pop into your life and test your boundaries a little bit. Set healthy boundaries. Make sure your boundaries are strong, very, very strong, because once somebody realizes your boundaries are weak, they're going to be relentless. They're going to be relentless. The springtime is the time for you to come out of your hermit mode, okay? It's time for you to stop hibernating, start putting yourself out there, start having fun, start doing things again, okay? Because when you do this, you're going to set the tone for your summertime. You're going to set, like, really fun vibes for you. Make some good memories this year. Ooh, okay. Let me see if those cards come back out, because they kind of flew away. So Courtney Spring. There we go. If you were wondering if love is going to come this spring, the answer is going to be no. The answer is going to be no. Hi, thank you so much for joining. So I am doing the last call now for any readings. So if you would like a reading, if you want a one card reading, they are for free. If you want like a reading, then there are ways you can purchase down in the description below, or you can feel free to do super chat, whichever you are most comfortable with. But yeah, there's the universe is saying, like, you're gonna have to wait a little bit, okay? Because this person is coming, right? The fact that the Page of Cups showed up at all means that love is coming, love is around the corner, just not right now. And there also might be some issues with somebody who is going to try to start something with you, okay? There might be somebody, maybe a family member or somebody from your past, or maybe somebody like in a work situation who's trying to cause a little bit of drama because of something they made up, right? Because we do have the Star in reverse here. This person, if there is any conflict, like, they made it up on their own, because they didn't see a part of you, right? They didn't see maybe some sort of work you did, or maybe they are refusing to see you for who you truly are. Like, maybe they're refusing to see you as like a good person or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but just kind of watch out for a person that might be like making snarky comments, or who might be starting something with you. And if like something happens, like if there's like conflict amongst like family or friends, or like with work or school or anything like that, kind of, and it doesn't immediately involve you, just kind of watch it from the sidelines and allow that to go out on its own. Because otherwise, if you get dragged into it, like, it's not gonna be fun. Oh, okay, but the universe is reiterating, like, yes, your love offer is not coming now, but he's on his way. He's on his horse. He's holding his little cup. He wants to give it to you. He wants to present it to you. But his horse is taking his time, all right? So he's going to take a little while. So you might be seeing signs this spring that this person is going to start coming into your life, okay? Now let's look at your summer. All right, guys, before I continue, I am going to say one more time that we are doing last call. So readings purchased within the next 5 minutes are going to be the last readings I'm going to be doing today. And thank you guys so much for joining me. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I am excited to be reading. I just want to say, like, if I don't call it here right now, then I'm going to go on for like another 3 hours. And while I would love to do that, I do have other things I need to do today. So Courtney's summer. How's Courtney's summertime going to be? Ooh, okay, we're going to be tending to the small things this summer, okay? We are going to be focusing on ourselves. We are going to be nourishing ourselves. We are going to be having fun this summer. Courtney, I feel like you're going to have a hot girl summer. You're going to have a good time, okay? Life is a mystery here, okay? So your spiritual team is just saying, like, you know what? We can't tell you everything that's going to happen this summer because something is going to happen and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little mysterious. Just kind of go with the flow and be excited, okay? Because we also have take a leap of faith. So there's going to be something you're going to be given the opportunity to do, and it's going to be a fun opportunity for you. It's going to be really exciting. You're going to get to do something a little bit different this summer. And you're going to experience a lot of love, okay? With love is all around. So you might be spending a lot of time with friends and family and people you adore and people you love. And you're also going to practice a lot of self-love this summer. So your summer is going to be really, really nice. It's going to be relaxed. It's going to be fun. You're going to really enjoy yourself this summer, I feel like. Let me see. So far, I don't see a whole lot of stress. Courtney's summer. You might have to hold your own though. So during this time, especially when you spend a lot of time with other people, sometimes people, whoops, I didn't realize this was so far over the side. I'm sorry. I looked over there and I was like, I cannot see that card. Sometimes when you spend a lot of time with people, people kind of forget that you're allowed to say no, right? Or that like you might not always want to go out. Um, so you hold your own to that, okay? So like if somebody is like, well, like, you know, this or that, like just be like, no. I want to stay in today. I want to focus on myself today. I want to watch Netflix. I want to eat ice cream, whatever it is. It's okay to just say, like, not today. Not today. So you might have to hold your own against some people this summertime, especially when it comes to your time. But ooh la la, we have the lovers here, okay? So there is going to be a possibility you meet your lovebird during the summer. So you might actually really have a hot girl summer. Like, tell us your secret. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, summertime is not going to be a good time for you to do a lot of creating, and it's not going to be a good time for you to make a lot of long-term decisions because you're going to have too many options here, okay? You're going to have a lot of things going on during summertime, even though, like, I do feel like you're mostly going to be really relaxed. You're going to have a lot of things that you're going to be able to do. You're going to have a lot of things pop up, okay? Especially with the leap of faith, like you are going to have new opportunities and like maybe a lot of people are going to invite you to go to places and things like that. Um, but just like remember to focus on yourself and take time out for yourself. Because you like this isn't your first rodeo, right? Like this isn't the first time you've been here. And so I think you'll handle it with grace. And if you need help, people will help you, okay? So it's not going to be like a huge, like, I don't see anything huge going on here. I don't see anything like really terrible or anything like that happening. Life is life, right? Um, but basically, you are going to have a lot of awesome things that you're going to get to do this summer. And you are going to have a lot of people around you who love you and who want to help you. So there we go. Booked and busy. I love that. That is so funny. I know. Actually, today's been pretty good. I at first I was like, I don't know if anybody will show up because it's a Sunday. But thank you all for joining me today. All right. Our last reading of the day. Um, is Mocha. So, Mocha, what is your question? DW, thank you for always joining my lives because you always make them a million times better. Thank you so much for joining me today, too. I was so happy to see your email. And then when you sent me your money for your reading, I laughed so hard at that. Like, I was like, ooh, today's going to be spicy. I was even telling Mara, because Mara is a really close friend of mine. And she was like, I want to try to catch your live stream today. And I was like, I think it's going to be good today. I think we're going to be getting into some good stuff today. Somebody already prepaid. I know it's going to be good today. So, thank you all for joining me. I love hearing from you guys all the time. All the time. And I'm sorry if there's periods where I'm a little quiet. There is definitely a bit of a lag here. Yes, I can have a future love. I can do a future love reading for you. I can have, not my reading, Ash. Come on. I can totally do that for you. Bye, DW. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you next time. All right. Future love reading from Mocha. Whoa. Let me cleanse these again. They're acting a little wonky now. Future love reading for Mocha. Unconventional. Unconventional love awaits. You are gonna have some funky, funky lovin'. Your cards are wanting to fly everywhere, so it's kind of hard to pick them up. Alrighty. We do have the Ten of Swords in reverse, so I don't know if you're starting to feel like really exhausted when it comes to love, or if maybe you've had some bad experiences when it comes to love. Have you kind of been dealing with anything like that? Oh, I see. Feeling like a side character. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Okay, yeah. So, because with the Ten of Swords, right, it kind of feels like being rejected again and again and again, or stabbed again and again and again. But it's in reverse, which means you're starting to kind of like dust yourself off. You're starting to come out of that. You're starting to pick yourself back up. And so the universe recognizes that you are in this space to receive something. But with the King of Swords in reverse, it's sort of saying like you still kind of need to lower your walls a little bit, right? Like you need to like open yourself up a little bit. Okay, so it could be some nerves that's going on there. And don't think too much about it, right? Which is easier said than done. Don't think too much about it. Don't overthink it. Just like see what happens, because I do feel like you're going to meet somebody who is going to change your idea of what you've been wanting. Here with the Ace of Wands, somebody is going to spark new passion within you, and I think they're going to kind of change the way you've been looking at things a little bit. But your future with this person is a bit unclear. So let's see. Why is it unclear here with the Two of Wands in reverse? it's a bit unclear because you are such a what is the right word? You're like such a momentous person, right? Like you have so much passion, you have so much imagination, you have so much zest to you. You are spunky, you are fun, you have so much fire to you. You have so much personality. And like I think you kind of like maybe scare men a little bit just because like you are such a powerhouse, right? Like you are so cool. Like your energy is like so awesome, so amazing. But I think a lot of men just don't know what to do with that. You will move forward though. You will move forward. But is it with the person or not? Okay, so what's kind of like irritating me with the way I'm receiving your messages right now is that they're vague. Like I'm like, come on, spirit, give me the juicy parts. Yeah, no, I definitely can see that you need your own story. You are the empress though. You are the empress, you are the queen of wands. You are like you know what you deserve. You know what you deserve and you. There's going to be a lot of people out there who are not going to like that because they're not used to that, right? They're not used to especially especially like women and things like that who know what they want, who know what they deserve. And they still expect people to want the bar to be on the floor, right? So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So like what the universe is saying for you right now is like the universe recognizes that you do want to move forward, that you do want someone. Unfortunately, now is not a really good time. And I think it's just because of that, right? Like you can put yourself out there, but it's going to end up in heartbreak here with the 3 of swords. Because you're going to have a lot of people who are going to not respect your boundaries and they're not going to respect your worth. That's how it's going to be. So, the universe's advice for you right now is like there is love for you in the future. But right now, if you keep just like focusing on yourself here with the 10 of Pentacles and you if you just keep focusing on moving forward, the universe will bring someone into your life, right? Like they'll eventually find you. It's just going to take a little bit more time, which like I know it's unfortunate, especially when you've been waiting for so long and you feel like you've been on the sidelines for so long. But the kind of person you need to be with is somebody who match energy here. You need somebody who's going to be actually this is funny. This is actually really funny. You need somebody who's going to be the emperor to your empress, right? You need somebody who's going to match your energy, who's going to work with you well, who is going to respect you and love you. And yeah, your guides are really like that. Actually, it's funny you bring up your guides because I think your guides are part of the reason why your love life is like this. Because we see here with the Emperor and the Empress, your guides only want you to be with men who match your energy. So I feel like when other men try to come into your life, they kind of turn them away for you, which is really funny, which is also probably why you feel like you're the side character or why you feel like everyone else is around you is doing this or that, because this like unseeable force is like, you're not good enough. You're not good enough for Mocha, so no. You have very protective guides, so it's very cute, but like they're kind of like, we're trying to protect your heart here because like you don't deserve the heartbreak, okay? And so this could also be something that like during this lifetime you may have asked for, like maybe in a previous lifetime you dealt with a ton of heartbreak, so maybe you were like, you know what, if you guys can kind of steer that away from me. It is crazy. I mean, you're not the first person I've met who like their guides do this, but like you're the second person I met. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's very usual. And I've been reading tarot for a very, very long time. Is there anything else here? Ooh. Okay, so they're asking you to go view love as the Page of Wands, right? So again, the Page of Wands is about knowing that you want something, knowing that you want something exciting, knowing that you want to experience something exciting, but don't control it, okay? Don't try to force it. Don't try to put yourself out there. Don't try to, like, go after people because now is not a good time. What they want you to do is just, like, kind of keep the energy, right? Like, okay, I want to attract someone in my life. And then with that energy, um what they really want you to do is they want you to just go through your life. They're saying, like, if you go through your life, just see what happens, just see what happens, just see what things bring you, and things will work out well for you. Like, you'll find your person eventually. But and now they're kind of turning it back onto you, and they're saying, like, why do you want a boyfriend? Why do you want a boyfriend? Is it because you don't like being alone? Is it because you don't like being the side character? Like, here with the moon, they're like, focus on yourself, do this, do that. No, but you will have a love interest come into your life. But it's sort of the thing where it's sort of like they need to be extremely loving. They need to be able to give you the love offering without you lifting a finger, right? Like, this person needs to simp over you. They need to be head over heels for you. And until then, they're not going to show up. They either have to show up at a 100% or they're not allowed, basically, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, they are taking their job extremely seriously. Like, they know that this is what's expected of them, and they are doing their most. They're doing their most. That is so funny. That is so funny. Alrighty, are there any more questions when it comes to this? Thank you too, Courtney. I had such a great time and I loved reading for you, and I hope I can read again for you very, very soon. Okay, what's his name? I can read about maybe why you're drawn to him. Jay. Okay. Um, what draws Mocha to Jay? Karma. Karma. Um, yes, of course. Okay, so what is your relationship with Jay right now? Is it positive or is it kind of weird? Because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse here, which can mean a couple of things. So, to me, what this is indicating is that there's a possibility that karma, like if you believe in past lives, of course, if you guys had like some interesting stuff happen to you in a past life, that can kind of carry over. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, so definitely past life ties, past life connections here. With the wheel and fortune in reverse, a lot of times this can indicate negative karma. So it can be like maybe like if you believe in past lives, like maybe you guys, were together in a past life and somebody had their heart broken, or maybe somebody felt a little betrayed or a little upset. A lot of that love can also kind of translate into this life, I would say, if that makes any sense. Let me see here. So you do have past life ties with this person. And I think it's the desire to have like something more, something better. Like your soul still kind of remembers the happy times that happened between you and this person. So these are things that might kind of pop up within synchronicities, things like that. But it's more of a thought piece, right? It's more like your soul is just reminding you here with the Ace of Swords, like, hey, remember this happened. Remember that this person used to be somebody who brought you a lot of passion, a lot of comfort, a lot of joy. Like they used to be your king of wands. They used to give you like that push that you needed. I love me some past life drama. That is so funny. Yeah, no, that's definitely what's kind of going on here. But at the same time, we do have the Four of Cups here. So this is making me think like, especially if you kind of like see them um, from a distance, there's a huge possibility that not much will happen here, right? So the universe is saying sort of like, yeah, these synchronicities are not in your head. Like these are definitely ties that you have with him, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything in this life. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it just happens, right? Especially if we see another person, we start like remembering things like that, or we start seeing things like this. But they're just kind of saying like that's just because like this is not guarded information. You still very much remember this, especially within your soul, and that's probably the only reason this is kind of coming up. Does that make sense? No way. Oh my god. You know what? Because that theory I think is true. That theory I think is true. You were very connected with that. That's so funny. Awesome. Well, I'm glad it makes sense. Um, but this also kind of opens up the possibility of like if your souls are still interested in each other, maybe in another life you guys will get back together and kind of sort out this karma. But with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it can also be like because your last life together things didn't go so great. Maybe this life is kind of like a break from each other. Okay, so maybe you guys are within kind of like relativeness to each other, but it might not quite happen in this life. Okay, so you might be seeing him in the next life, like. So I hope that helps, and that is all I have for you guys today. So I know we only have a couple of people watching now, but thank you so much for purchasing a reading. Thank you for watching. I really had a lot of fun today, and I hope we can do this again soon. Yes, of course. Um, awesome. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, whether it's like nighttime or whatnot around you guys, but I am gonna go eat some dinner. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you again for joining. Bye bye.